Hey, everybody out there. Hope you're doing okay. This is Justin Chamness, Real Estate Wholesalers Club.com. This is our daily Q&A for our VIP club. And I'm so glad that those of you that are in the VIP are in the VIP. I'm very thankful for you. I want you guys to feel free to ask any questions you may have today about the process, about the contracts, about what we're doing here. But we do have a plan today. We have a special plan. Our plan is to complete what we started last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, we jumped right into doing a lead gen session. Lead gen. Got to do lead gen, right? If you don't have leads, you're basically you're shot. Okay. If you're in this business and you're trying to make a living at it, and you don't have leads, you guys know what I always say. If you don't have leads, you have to ask yourself, am I self-employed today or am I just straight unemployed? Because I got no leads. I got no prospects. All right. Getting leads, not very difficult in the world we live in today. You just need to make a decision what kind of lead you want and how you're going to go about doing it. Now, we recommend here at Real Estate Wholesalers Club that you start out, if you don't have an idea or a concept for lead gen, what you want to do to create leads, then what we recommend is that you go over to the automated REI and get started over there. You can sign up for free. You can do a text blast. You can do a get lists. You can do a number of gigs, okay, to get started with your with your marketing. So theautomatedrei.com, check it out. Last week, what we did is we went to theautomatedrei.com and we did a scrape. They have a tool where you can scrape Craigslist, yes, or Zillow. Okay. You can scrape Zillow. So we scraped Zillow for sale by owners. Okay. Now, if you recall, last Tuesday we talked about in the Outsource Lease Options 2.0 course. Let me share my screen with you here. I'm going to share screens and hop over here to the course. Here's Outsource Lease Options 2.0. If you slide down, there is in the module how to have endless lease option leads, a few tools here for you. One is the acquisition scoreboard. Now, this is your target numbers. Remember, this is how you're going to get consistent. There's no sense in conning yourself if you want to be full-time in this business. Okay. If you want to be like me, and I don't mean that to be arrogant or anything. I'm just saying, if you want to be like me, be full-time. Me and the missus, we do whatever we want, pretty much whenever we want. Okay. That's because, I still work. I still have to work. I work at this. Okay. But I'm pretty much free I don't check in. I don't check out. I don't clock in or clock out. I'm not dependent on, a certain base amount of money that's only going to, coming in on every other Friday. And that's all it's ever going to be. Not much more. Okay, those days are gone for me. And if that's what you're looking for, is to get out of that mess, then yes, this is a great option. Starting a business, a pretty house wholesaler business even. I like to be full spectrum where I can do an ugly house too, okay? But you're going to have to get leads, right? So it's going to take you 100, maybe 200 a month if you really want to be secure and knowing that you're going to have leads all month. Okay. Not much money, but if with that amount of money, you can get started and be full-time. But in order to be full-time, this acquisition scoreboard is important because you need to be hitting consistent target numbers with your lead gen and with your phone calling. Okay. What I was going to say, and I got sidetracked by myself, is if you want to be full-time in this business, then consistency becomes king, right? Consistency. You have to do certain things every day or every week in, week out, 365. Okay. All right. So, in other words, every week you either get on PropStream and you pull you some lists or something, set up a ringless voicemail, or you do something on Sunday, you set up something for Monday and Tuesday, or you have a pattern, a rhythm. Okay. The automated REI is what we talked about last week, what we're going to talk about more today, but that I've got a whole training here on how to get a wholesalers, okay, other wholesalers, build a network and get leads from them. Also realtors, okay? But also there's text blasting, which is what we're going to demonstrate today. All right. So consistency though of doing one of these things or several of these things every week. It's got to be every week, guys. Got to be every week. Thanks, Victor, for being here, and Dion and Aisha and Ryan and Nate and everybody that's catching us. There might be a few more. I'm glad you're here. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. I hope everybody stayed safe. Me and the missus are kind of still on holiday a little bit. I'm working, but we're in a condo that we rented in Branson, and we're just hanging out. We're doing what we do. This is a real kick-ass pool here. Okay, it's like really kick-ass. It's got water fountains and it's like a eternity pool kind of with the waterfalls. And is that what they call it, an eternity pool? I don't know. But see, we've been able to create a really cool lifestyle. We're lifestyle entrepreneurs. In other words, we entrepreneur. We have this business because we want to have a certain kind of lifestyle of freedom, that we can do what we want. And one big key for that to me has been, and for me, has been learning how to be consistent. Okay. Learning how to be consistent. On the automated REI last week, here we are. I'm on automated REI. I'm going to sign in. Last week we did last week we did a scrape of Zillow. Okay. So I'm going to go over here, which we did over here on the left. You see, it says Zillow scraping. Okay. That's where we did this. That's how we set it up. You can go back and watch last week if you want to catch how we set up the scrape. But today, if I click the history button and I go to scraping history right there, you can see the scrapes that we did are done. They are now completed. Last week they said scheduled right here, scheduled. It was the first 4 and scheduled. But now they all say completed. Oh, all right. So let's just take a look at this one, Springfield Mo. All right. Well, it looks to me like there's, okay, there's 26 there. Okay. Let me go ahead and move my video block here so I can. Sometimes my video block gets in my way, my own video, like I get in my own way. Well, that's not a new thing for a lot of people. Get in your own way. I get my own way. Okay, here's the next one. It has 17. Okay, so that was Jeff City, Columbia here. It looks like there's 24 there that it scraped. In Kansas City, let's see what it did there. Okay, it did 41. It pulled there. Okay, cool. So what we need to do now is we just need to go through here and start sending SMS blasts. All right. Now, how I like to do it, and you might be different, but you could go over here to the left and you could go down here to SMS campaign and just click there. All right. But since I'm here on the scraping history page, I like to go ahead and just go over here to the campaign that I want to do. Let's start with number 4 here, the Kansas City Zillow. Let's go over here and I'm going to hit start SMS campaign. Okay. All right, VIP session text number 1. All right, I don't have to upload a contact list because see, I'm doing that scrape. And so see, it asked me here, select campaign. And so I selected, it automatically selected Kansas City for me because that's the one I just was, where I was just at. I hit send SMS campaign on it, right? Okay, so I don't have to find it in there or do anything. It's already pre-populated for me because of the page I just came from. All right, select voice record. I'm not too big on this. I don't really care too much about it. Most people are going to text back, not call back. So this is, this is kind of a less important quality, I guess you might say, to the program. Most folks are going to text you back and not call you back. So the voice record would be like for when they call back and you want them to hear a voicemail greeting. Okay. So I'm going to slide down here, select time. How about this? Let's select Thursday at 10 a.m. Thursday at 10 a.m. Okay. Let's see. What numbers do we have? Well, I'm going to buy a number. Let's do that. 816. Page size. Oh, I'm not even sure what that means. But 816 area code. All right, here's the options it's giving me for phone numbers. Why did I pick 816? Well, because that's the area code of where I'm going to be going into. Okay. And remember, I'm only sending out about 46. I think, what is it? 46 blasts to Kansas City. These are relatively smaller scrapes, see, but that does a number of things for me. One, it puts me in less competitive markets. And two, it allows me to be able to send smaller batches of text blasts so that I don't get caught in the spam filter so hard. Okay. So let's just pick a number. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to pick this one here, buy it. Okay. If you have money in your wallet, you can buy it. And where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know where my number went. I'm going to have to ask Michael Batista. Let's just try another one here. What happened? I have successfully purchased it. Oh, okay. So, all right. So what needs to happen is, I forgot I got to refresh the screen, I think is what it is. So I'm going to have to start over here at the top, which won't take me but a minute. Okay. See, now I've got two numbers in there. So don't forget to refresh the screen, guys. All right. Let's do this again. VIP text session number 1. Kansas City has already been selected as the campaign. This here, I'm just going to select one. I don't care much about that. Then the date, let's go over here. Let's do it Thursday at 10 a.m. That way on Thursday, we'll be able to make some calls, hopefully, to some of these leads. What do you think about that? What if we made some calls? Okay, I don't want both. I just want one, right? Okay. You can select 2 numbers, huh? I didn't realize that. That's interesting. All right, so now I need to send out a text message. All right, what would be a great text message to send? See, that's the question. All right, up till now, it's just been, making the machine do what it does, filling in the blanks, picking a campaign name, picking a day at a time, which we picked a day at a time, and it's going to be Thursday, so that hopefully on our VIP session, we can check it and see there'll be a few people who have responded. Maybe there'll be some leads in there. And if there are, some positives, okay? Because remember, this is a numbers game, and we're doing enough today for 1 day's worth of activity. Okay, typically 1 day. Remember, it's 500 a week, or it's 100 a day, 5 days a week. We're going to be text blasting a little over 100 today, a little over 100. So, we'll probably get some leads. It's not going to be overwhelming amounts of leads because we're not even doing that much, but we're going to get some leads. And if we do get some positive leads, then I want to take some time, because we've been practicing how to do these phone calls. Wouldn't it be cool to actually make live calls on these leads? I think that'd be straight up cool. All right. Let's write a message. Where can I find some good text message ideas? Oh, back here on the course, Outsource Lease Options 2.0, on the How to Have Endless Lease Options module. Okay. See, I'm back here on the course, Outsource Lease Options 2.0. And if I slide down to How to Have Endless Lease Option Leads, down here at the bottom it says text templates. Okay. Well, let's just take a look at that and just see what it says. It might have a goodie in there, a goodie or two. Whatever we find, we're going to want to put it in our own words. And we're not going to want to just use this one exclusive message for all 4 of the text blasts we're doing today. We're going to want to change them up. So I might keep this, on my desktop here, or something where I can refer to it pretty frequently. Let's see the first one. Hi, I saw your house. I'm definitely interested. Would you consider selling on a rent to own? Please let me know. Thanks. Boy, that's directed to the point. That's right to the bloody point. Sometimes I like to just say, hi, I saw your house. I'm definitely interested. Would you consider yourself flexible on price or terms? That's a good question. Flexible on price or flexible on price or terms. Now, they probably don't know what that means. And shoot, you don't even really know what that means at this point because you haven't talked to them. But if they respond positively to that, it's probably a pretty decent lead. Okay. Number 2 is, hey, saw your house on this Craigslist ad and was wondering if you consider doing a rent to own. Okay, another direct, right to the point. I was looking for a house, a nice house I could rent for a few years and then buy. Would you consider something like that? Okay, I just feel like I like that one right now. I was looking for a nice house I could rent for a few years and then buy. Okay. We got some people in the chat here saying something. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right, Aisha. Sometimes the number that it scrapes is different than the number it says it's going to scrape. And I think that's because it's getting rid of duplicates. But in this case, out of the 4, I think last week we had 110. It's like more close to like 108, I think, or it's pretty close. It's pretty close to the same number. That's a good notice. Good look out for that there, Aisha. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is so true. Okay, let's go with this one. I was looking for a nice house I could rent for a few years and then buy. Okay. Hi, I'm Justin. I am looking for a nice, why we got to capitalize every word. I am looking for a nice house I could rent for a couple years and then buy. You wouldn't consider anything like that, would you? Okay. What do you think of that? Did I change it up a little bit? I changed it up a little bit. Let's go take a look. I was looking for a nice house, number 3. I could rent for a few years and then buy. Would you consider something like that? Okay. Would you consider something like that? And I said, you wouldn't consider anything like that, would you? See, that's my negative redirection stuff that I like. You guys got to get, you guys got to pick up on that. I do it all the time. It's really effective. Instead of just saying, would you consider that? Do a negative redirection. Change it up, see what happens. Hi, I'm Justin. I'm looking for a nice house I could rent for a couple of years and then buy. You wouldn't consider anything like that, would you? To me, that sounds pretty legit too. It sounds like something a real person would ask. Yeah, very conversational. I agree, Victor. Thank you. Doesn't sound like a blast to everyone, even if it is. I agree, dude. Thank you for throwing that out there. Okay, so let's go with that one. Just see what happens. I think I'm ready to go. See, here's the message preview. Bada bing, bada boom. Hit start. What happens next? Oh, it's successfully. Please check in S. Okay. Yep. All right. That one's done. Okay. That one's done. That one's done. All right. So let's go back here to, let's go to scraping history over here on the left. No. SMS campaign history. Let's do that one. See this one? SMS campaign history. Let's go there. There it is. Boom. All right. Number one, right at the top. Number one. You're number one right there, VIP. Text session number one. Created just now, just moments ago before your eyes. Scheduled. Yeah, it's scheduled because I don't want to do that shit right now. You don't either. You don't want to sit here and do this and then immediately pick up the phone and start dialing, but you could. You could. Yep. I mean, pretty much. I could send this text message out right now, but you don't want to. Oh my gosh. You know what? Sometimes I feel that way too. That's why I do it the way I do, guys. I'll set it up on Sunday as a scrape. Then on Monday, I'll come in here and I'll do this exact thing right here. I'm normally doing this on Monday. Today's Tuesday. I get it. Okay. But normally I do this on Mondays and I'll set it up for the whole week. And I'll make sure that those texts all go out on Thursday. Okay. Because that's when I like to get on the phone. I don't want to do this right now. Don't put this on me right now. You guys know what I'm talking about. Set it up, the schedule the way you like, the way you enjoy it. Hey, it's your business. You know, set it up the way you want it to run. Okay, so we know it's working. So let's go over here to, we got to go over here to the scraping history. So we got to find that scraping history. Okay, because remember, we have 3 more to do. That was just number 4. That was just Kansas City. So now number 3, I'm going to come over here on number 3. I'm going to slide all the way to the right. I'm going to click Start SMS. Okay, now I've got to name this campaign VIP text session number 2. Okay. Columbia, Missouri is it's already populated with that because I started there on the previous page. And I hit the green button all the way to the right on the number 3. Okay. Select voice record. Again, I don't care much about this. Select the day and the time again. Okay. It's all the same stuff. Just got to redo it. All right. So I'm going to go with Thursday at 10 a.m. Okay. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with this one here. Let's go with this. Let's go with this one. I think I went with that one last time. I just like switch them up a little bit. You know, switch them up. Just whatever I feel. I don't want to have to be the same number on every campaign. Okay. You start getting spammy. You won't look sketchy if you do that. Okay. Don't want to be sketchy. All right. So now I just got to come up with a different message. So here, I just go back to this list here and just kind of take a look. Hi, I wanted to see if you've thought about the possibly selling on a rent to own. I'm really interested in the house. Definitely fits what I'm looking for. That sounds too needy. Let's see here. Somebody's out there like, hey, aren't these your messages? I mean, and you don't even like them. Well, you know, do you always want to eat mac and cheese? Right? Sometimes you want cheese and mac, right? Is the house still available? Number 4, I'm definitely interested. Would you ever possibly do a rent to own? I have some money down. Ooh, let's try that one. Let's see what happens. Is the house still available? Let's try this one. Is the house still available? Okay, what else was it? It was, I'm definitely interested. Would you ever possibly do a rent to own? Okay. I'm definitely interested. Would you wouldn't, I'm going to switch it up. You wouldn't consider doing a rent to own, would you? I have some, not 2 V's. I have some money down. What else was it? I have some money down. Number 4. Please let me know. Okay. Please let me know. That's it. No, I'm going to leave the please let me know off. Is the house still available? I'm definitely interested. You wouldn't consider doing a rent to own, would you? That stuff sounds so real, guys. It sounds so non-sketchy when you do what do you call that? An inverted, what did I say it was? A reversal, a reverse triple Lindy. That's some Claude level right there. The reverse triple Lindy. You guys ever seen that movie Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield? That's where that came from. The reverse triple. I think we're good to go. Let's hit start, baby. Let's rock and roll. Boom. It popped up. SMS campaign created successfully. All right, cool. Let's go back here and do the third one. Scraping history. Scraping history. Okay, go back. Now we're on number 2 because we were working backwards from 4. 4 we did first, then 3. Now we're doing 2. This is Jeff City. I'm going to slide all the way to the right. And I'm going to hit start SMS. And the campaign name, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to name it VIP session number 3, text session number 3. Don't need to upload a contact list. Jeff City's already populated because that's the scrape I just told, right? On the previous page, I just hit the green button on that one. Select voice record, again, not that important for me. I'm going to select the date and time, Thursday at this time, 10 o'clock. Okay. And I'm not going to select all numbers. I'm just going to select this one. Okay. Let's see. Why are you doing all 816? Oh, that's a great question. Why am I doing all 816? Well, I could switch it. Let's see. Oh, no. I could switch it to the area code of Jeff City. But Kansas City and Jeff City aren't that far away. These zip codes aren't. So I'm okay with it. People are going to be cool with somebody calling from that area. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we are. We're having a call, Tim. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. I think Tim got some shut up money, y'all. I think Tim did. dude, congrats. I'm sorry. I got to send him this is one of my one-on-one students. I got to send him a congrats right here. No, not cigarettes. Congrats. Stupid spell checker.
Take that thing.
Man. All right. I got fat thumbs. Like I really do. And they, it doesn't understand my thumbs. All right, now I got to pick another one here. Let's pick another one. I wanted to see if the house is still available. Would you do rent to own? Number 8, any chance you consider maybe doing something like a lease purchase? I kind of like that one too. Let's just go with it. Okay, we have some money down. Okay, let's try another money down one. Let's see what happens. Any chance you would consider something like a lease purchase, or probably not? We have some money down. Very interested. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm just writing this book as I go along. Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in on this picture and see how big his payday was. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Several. I'd say it's more than a few thousand. Okay, let's just put it that way. Good job, man. I'm going to have him come on and tell us what's up at some point. Because, you know, we need to hear when each other is winning here, right? That's part of being in the club. When people are winning. All right, I think we're good to go on this one. Let's go ahead and hit start. Boom. All right, that one's done. Okay. Now, again, I can go over here to the left. I can slide down, go all the way to SMS campaign history. I can click that, and it will pull up for me. Nope. See, those are the 3 that I've scheduled today. All right, we have one more to do. So let's go over here to the scraping history tab right here on the left. And then let's go to the last one. It was Springfield, Missouri. We're going to go ahead and slide all the way to the right. We're going to hit the green Start SMS button. And from there, we're going to go ahead and name the campaign. VIP text session number 4. Okay, don't need to upload a contact list. Select campaign, Springfield, Missouri's there. Select voice record. You guys know how I feel about that. Select date, Thursday, 10 a.m. At this point, it's kind of mundane. It's kind of monotonous, right? It's like, oh, he's getting boring. He's done the same thing 4 times. Yep. But I want to set up an entire day's worth of leads, or an entire, maybe it wouldn't take me long if I was doing this by myself without talking through it, but, you know, maybe take an hour and set up my whole week, do some scraping, then set up my whole text blast for the week. And all of my texts go out on Thursday. What, Justin? You mean all 500 for the week go out on Thursday? Yep, that's how I like to do it. That's how I like to do it. But I can't tell you how you like to do it, okay? You might like to do a little bit every day. You might like to do it a little bit every day, maybe every other day, maybe every third day. Maybe you only want to work on the weekends, okay? I like to set my stuff up on Sundays and Mondays to go out on Thursdays. Then I bust ass Thursday evening, at late afternoon and evening, Friday and Saturday, and follow up. And then I'm done. Unless I'm following up or trying to do something with a tenant buyer or something else. Okay, I squeeze my acquisitions into about 3 days a week. Not a bad idea, right? To squeeze your acquisitions into about 3 days a week. Hi, I'm curious if you'd ever consider renting to me for a while before we buy. Would have some money down, of course. Need, let's see, 24 months. Is this doable? I don't know. I don't like that. That's horrible. I just came up with that off the top of my head. I hate it. Ugh, it makes me want to vomit. Ah, it's the worst message ever. I'm curious if you'd ever consider renting to me for a while before we buy. We would have some money down, of course, need 24 months. Is this doable? No. Let's just go with the most basic message we could possibly ever come up with. Now, I could go back to the sheet here and I could scroll through. There's about 25 templates in here. I could find me another one in there and rework it. If you would consider doing something, oh, wait a minute, maybe I did. Number 18, if you would consider doing something like rent to own, I'd be looking to buy today. I have money down and I'm motivated. Oh, okay, let's try that one. I like number 18. If you would consider doing something like rent to own, I'd be looking to buy today. Okay. If you could consider doing something like rent to own, I'd be ready to buy today. I have some money down and am very motivated to become a homeowner. Is this possible? I don't know. What? How did he end it? Hey, number 18, please let me know if that could work for you. I don't like is this possible? Because all things are possible, right? Yes, no, maybe. I like that. Okay, let's just go with that. If you could consider doing something like rent to own, I'd be ready to buy today. I have some money down. I'm very motivated to become a homeowner. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, boom. Done. Okay, now if I go over here to the SMS campaign history tab on the left, you can see it says that I have 4 text blasts scheduled. Each of them, mind you, are relatively small, non-spammy, worded all differently, okay, and in a personable conversational style, okay, not word for word what Justin says like it's some kind of magic spell. I saw Justin's message. That must be the magic spell he's casting on everyone out there. Yeah, that's right. You got it. I'm the real estate wizard. That's why I wear black. No, I'm just kidding. I rarely wear black. Actually, black's my favorite color, to be honest with you. It really is. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tim, I'm so proud of you, dude. You're going to have to come on the show Saturday or whenever you can. Excuse me. And share that money. Share the story where you made the money. We got several people here in the VIP room with us. We got Dion and Raed and Jerry and Aisha and Victor. We got several people watching out there, George and Rocky and Ryan and Nate, and probably some others over on YouTube. If anybody has a question, please feel free to unmute your microphone.
I have a comment.
Yeah, you got a comment? What's up?
I've been sending the rent to own message for the longest. And I know last week we talked about is your price flexible?
Yeah.
I tried it this week, and I've sent like 75 at a time, and I'm getting like 30 yeses. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great thing.
but I mean, they're all thinking I'm paying full price.
Not if you ask them if they were flexible. Right?
Well, a lot of them say maybe a little, not much, but I get a lot that says no lease. I mean, they said
Okay.
yes, flexible, but no lease. So I mean,
Okay.
they kind of probably pass on that one. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to skip that one, that makes more sense to skip. Yeah, sure. But the others, you want to spend that 3 minutes. I don't have my 3-minute timer with me because I'm in Branson, but the 3 minutes, you want to spend that 3 minutes with some of those leads and just qualify or disqualify. That's it. That's the game. There's no real magic to it. It's just that right there. So you can't really tell from the lead how good or bad it is until you call them.
Yeah, this message is giving me a lot of people to speak to.
Oh yeah, it's good practice then, huh? and you'll find some motivated people in there, some people that'll work with you. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. Yep, it will. That's a good message. It'll get responses. Of course, it's not like don't send out a message like that says, "Hi, would you like to sell your house?" Or "Hi, is this still available?" I mean, everyone's going to respond affirmative to that, right? I've seen that happen. Don't want to do that. We got a good group watching here on YouTube too. Thanks, guys. Chris and DY, the trucker. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Do I have a virtual wholesaling course? Yes, I do. I do. You'll have to hit me up some way or another where I can get in touch with you and share with you the link. Okay, because I took it off the website because I don't want people focusing so much on the co-host sale as much because right now I don't see it as fruitful as some of the other techniques in my experience. But it's still a good technique. I still do it. Matter of fact, I'm doing one today. So maybe I'm dumb and I need to put it back on the website. But yeah, hit me up. It's the VIP club. If you're in there in the VIP club, I'll give it to you for free. And if you're in the VIP club and you want it, virtual wholesaling or virtual co-wholesaling, okay, not sure which one you're talking about. I've got a virtual co-wholesaling. Mr. Thinker said that my messages sound like I want to move in, but I don't. And I want to fill it with a tenant buyer. So how do I change directions with the homeowner feeling like a bait and switch scammer? Yeah. Yeah. Rarely are they even going to know it was me that sent the damn text message, if you want to be honest. Because remember, I'm texting from 816 blah, 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 blah. I just bought that number on automated REI. But once they respond an affirmative, I'm going to have my virtual assistant do a pre-qualification call, or I'm going to call, either one. And we're going to talk to them off a different phone number anyways. So most of the time they don't really have a strong connection of, oh, I just texted this guy. Okay. You notice I didn't put my name in any of those text messages either. I don't think I did. I don't think I said I'm Justin in any of those. I might have.
You did in one of them, yeah.
Okay, in one of them, yeah. Most of the time it's not an issue. If they ask me right away in the conversation, are you going to be living here? What's my pat answer for that, guys? Oh, no. Oh, I'm a real estate investor. What I want to do is I want to put some good people in there and I want to make a little bit of money, but I also want this to be a great solution for you. Is that unreasonable, or can we go ahead and talk? That's how you make the transition. You just tell them what's up. Okay. If they corner you and they need to know, or they want to know, or whatever, that's fine. I'm honest with them. And, if it sounds like in those messages that I am the guy that wants to move in, I think you'll find it doesn't matter much what you say. Even if you say you're an investor, that buys properties. Obviously, if you're an investor, you might be a landlord or something like this, right? Even if in the text message you say you're an investor, they automatically assume you want to move in anyway. They have one-track minds. Money, move in. Money, move in. Money, move in. Investor, move in. You see what I'm saying? So, if you're having a conscience battle about, oh no, my text message made it sound like I was misleading them, baiting and switching, and you guys know me on the phone. We don't bait and switch people. Once we get them on the phone, it's like, hey, I'm an investor. I'm looking to pick up my next property deal today. I wanted to call you and ask you about this one. You can ask me a few questions. I want to ask you a few questions. If it's not a good fit, fire me. That's the agenda. That's the very first words that come out of my face. And even then, 5 minutes into the conversation, a lot of homeowners will say, wait a minute, are you moving in, or what who's going to be living there? Okay, I've only said it 7 times. Okay, but they still are just, it's not that they're dumb. This is just different than their train of normal thought, right? So it's something that, I don't get the conscience battle, because it's not really a thing for them. It's, they don't know what's going on anyway, most of the time. That's just the truth, because they're expecting a conventional type transaction, like, okay, well, they're not really on top of what's happening a lot. Most of them, they don't even know what this means. So you have to teach them, you have to show them, you have to answer some questions. And one of those typically is, well, are you going to live here? Even if you've been very clear that you're an investor, you'll get that. So don't battle with your conscience on some of these. In a way, these are just, I'm not saying about you, Mr. Thinker. I'm just saying a lot of us, myself included, have had these arguments with myself, in my head. Is this a bait and switch? Do they know it's me? How do I, blah, blah. Oh, I don't feel like doing it. So then I quit for a long time and didn't do it. It's kind of just like it's kind of a cop out, maybe. It totally doesn't matter once you get them on the phone. If you can solve their problem, nothing else matters. That's what Victor said. I should have just read that instead of bloviating for 10 minutes. Yeah, Mr. Thinker says he's got it. I got it. Shut up, man. Stop talking about it. Is that right, Mr. Thinker? I talk about it too much. Just sounds like a different direction than the actual original message to them. So thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. Yeah. Well, man, if you don't like my messages, that's okay. Put your messages in there. Make it your message. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't claim to have the only way or the best way. Okay. Make it your message. That's a great point, Mr. Thinker. I'm glad you said that, and you're right. Those are just my thoughts on that. That's really the truth. Those are just my thoughts. Your thoughts will work just as well or better, maybe, So let your conscience be your guide. I mean, my conscience doesn't bother me on that, but if you want to change the message, yeah, change it up. I got another message I use, and it's, hi, I'm looking for an executive home. Hi, I'm an executive, or I'm looking for a nice home. I like to say that. I'm an executive looking for a nice home. I had somebody else in the club say, I don't like that message. I don't like it. It makes it sound like it's something else than what you're trying to do. And I'm like, okay, don't use it then. I'll just use it. Okay. I am an executive and I am looking for a nice home. That's not a lie. Okay. They just didn't like the feel of it. Okay. That's not your message. Then put your message out there. Okay. I'm glad you brought this up because this is huge. This is important. Anybody else got questions and stuff out there? Anybody comments or questions? I'm pretty stoked because
Hi, Justin.
Yeah. What's up, Jerry?
The house in Las Vegas, the property,
Yeah.
who's going to show that property for you?
Homeowner.
Okay.
Yeah. The homeowner. Yeah. We have a form. Okay. Let me just share the screen here real quick and I'll go back to it and I'll show you where it's at. The form is in the Lease Options 2.0 course. If you slide down in the Lease Options 2.0 course, down to the How to Pre-Screen Tenant Buyers module right here, there is a appointment confirmation memo. All right. If I click that, it'll open up a page for me. I can download this to my computer and then I can edit it and make it mine. All right. But what this does is this allows me to confirm and register my tenant buyer with the homeowner, all while getting the homeowner to agree to not screw me while showing the property for me. Okay. Check it out. It's a pretty cool form. Check it out. It allows us to do this virtually. We can do virtual deals any place in the country with that form right there.
But the homeowner could screw you and go around you, right?
Well, the homeowner could. We've had it happen. And that's why that form came into existence.
Okay.
So we invented that form because the form says, when you read it, it says, "Hi, I'm the homeowner. I recognize that I have an agreement with Justin and I signed it. And I also agree that this is his buyer and that I'm not going to do any deals with this buyer outside of Justin for 6 months."
Okay.
Okay. So he signs that before we send the buyer out there.
Okay.
If he doesn't sign that, then we don't send the buyer out there.
Okay. So you wouldn't use like a memorandum?
That's just basically what that is. It's like a memorandum. Yeah. But you know, is it enforceable? Probably. It's got all the information on it that you probably need. If a homeowner wants to go ahead and screw you anyway, you're never going to be able to stop them, and you're never going to be able to pursue them in court and get anything out of it. It's just, there's no money in that deal. Okay. They're going to screw you. They're going to screw you. This here minimizes the screwing down to a minimum. Most people, when they have an original agreement with you, which is the Flex lease option seller memo, the agreement, right? Then they have this agreement that they just signed today about the guy that's on his way over to take a look. Most people are not going to screw you. Most. Occasionally, still, you will find a bad apple. Not that often.
Okay.
Because they're signing this stuff. People get itchy and antsy about signing stuff. Here's why it makes a difference for me and why I do it. Because before, I would just have this conversation with the homeowner. Hey, this is my buyer. I'm sending over there. Remember, don't discuss any numbers with them. Don't, have them call me after it's. And then I never hear from anybody ever again. The homeowner's ghosting me. The tenant buyer I sent over there is ghosting me. What do you think happened?
They made the deal.
They got smart and cut you out of the middle, and somebody made your paycheck for you. Right?
Right.
Yeah, that happened to me a few times. And so we invented this memorandum. It's basically just a letter. And this letter just says, hey, if we need you to sign your name on this, saying that you ain't going to do it that way. And if you ain't willing to do it that way and sign your name on it today, then we're going to not send this buyer over because you're going to crook us.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, the memorandum helps a lot. Also makes you look more professional. I believe it to be enforceable, but I've never tried. Again, because if a homeowner does go around and screw you anyway, it's probably just not worth the money to go
Okay.
chase them down, file a suit in court, have to go, you'll have to go to the state in which they live. You know,
So have you had anyone to screw you over since you started using the memorandum?
I've had 2 screw jobs in the last 3 years, I think.
Okay.
And I do about 65 deals a year normally. Okay. So that puts it in perspective for you. Not a lot, but it's still possible. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You land on double zeros at the roulette wheel a lot more often, I think.
Okay.
That's a good question, Jerry.
That is. Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions or anything? We've been here for about an hour today, so we can wrap it up. But if you got questions or comments or concerns, by all means, now you can ask. Okay, I love you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna do another VIP session, but it'll be role play and it's Victor. It's Victor Day. Okay. So you guys know he is he's like a what do they call it? It's I don't know. It's from Star Wars. I'm trying to think of it, man. Oh, he's the Jedi. He's like a Jedi. That's what it is. Yeah. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of Jedi. It's just dumb, but he reminds me of somebody that sits on the Jedi Council or something, you know, like he's talented, guys. And you guys know he's talented and he enjoys doing the Wednesday sessions, I believe. And you guys seem to enjoy him being there too. And you guys really get in and participate. And that's really what you're supposed to do. This VIP club is for you guys. And, get in and get involved and practice and ask your questions and all that. So tomorrow will be Victor VIP Club Role Play Day. Victor, thanks for doing that, man.
Yeah, man, love it.
Hey, Victor, if you want to get one set up, man, that's like you know how everybody comes here to this Zoom room and it's like zoomjustin.com?
Yeah.
If you want to get one set up, man, we'll tell everybody to go to Zoom Victor or whatever. It's up to you. I'm just throwing that out there, man, but you can use mine too, but it's up to you.
Okay. I have a paid account. Maybe you can walk me through setting something like that up.
You just got to go to GoDaddy and buy a domain.
Okay. So you just have to buy the domain.
And then just forward it over to your Zoom room. And that's it. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Pretty easy.
It's a done dealy. Appreciate it.
Woo!
That was easy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.